We are here today to honor our Grand Marshal and give you a little information on how we came to pick our Grand Marshal. We have decided to pick prominent Italians in our community that have made a living with their business here in Tangipahoa Parish. This year it's Tommy Maserati with here at Topala Restaurant. He's a chef. He will ride in our parade, of course, with his family, and we will honor him at our ball, which will be held June 21st at Mater Della Rosa Catholic Church gym, and his whole family will be there along with our new royalty, our new king and our new queen, and our new board.
I've been chosen Grand Marshal of the Independence Sicilian Heritage Festival. Our restaurant is in its 15th year, 15th. Not necessarily Italian food. This started off as a Louisiana French fusion, but as we've grown, we dabbled in different cultured foods, and Italian being one of them. Now, we do have an Italian night every Thursday night. You know, when you're from an Italian town, you're going, people don't want to go out and eat Italian. They get food better at the house than you do at any restaurant. And so we took a chance on that, and it's been fairly successful. This is straightforward Italian food we do. You know, it's not the gourmet stuff. It's the spaghetti and meatballs, the lasagna, the parmesans, the veal scallopini. You know, straightforward, and it's been well accepted, so I'm excited about that.
We'll always have our beginning with our spaghetti cook-off. Our spaghetti cook-off will be on Friday morning at 8 o'clock at the festival grounds. We had about 21 teams last year that competed for the best gravy and the best meatballs. And notice I said gravy because we call it gravy, not sauce. I'm sure Chef Maserati would beg to differ, but that's what we call it in Independence. And of course, it's going to have a lot of sugar in it. You're going to have a lot of sugar in your gravy in Independence. But we'll start off with that, and of course, we'll have our spaghetti eating contest. We're going to have a meatball toss for the kids where they can throw meatballs to each other and have a grand prize for that. We're going to have Sicilian folk dancing, a lot of good music, entertainment. Our lineup is going to be wonderful this year. So it's a lot of family and fun entertainment. The town of Independence is a prominently Sicilian community. It's known as Little Italy, and back in over 100 years ago, our town burned down, and this makes its 100th year. In 2013, made 100 years that it had burned down, and so we're proud of the town and what has come to be, what our grandfathers and grandmothers had worked so hard for. So we try to get that Sicilian heritage and preserve it as much as we can.
My mother and father was on what they called the IACA, which was the Italian festival afterwards, after the IACA. It was 12 men and women that got together and formed the IACA. And those people, they didn't have a whole lot of help, and the festival went really great. So of course, all the kids have to get involved. And so for 20-some years, I helped them with that. And then when they stepped out, I sort of retired. Whenever the Sicilian festival was being talked about, I said, you know, this is my backyard. This is my background. I need to step up and join this.
As everybody gets older, no matter what heritage you're from, you know, you kind of lose sight of where you came from. And I think in our area here, people want to hold on to that. And it's exciting. You know, as much as I think I might know about my family, I just don't know enough, you know, as far as I'm concerned. People need to know where they came from and what it's all about, and actually the struggles to get to where we are now. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting.
Why should people come to the festival?
They're going to enjoy it. They're going to see family members they haven't seen in a very long time. If you're Italian, you're going to be kin to somebody in Independence. I can guarantee it. We've had people come into our businesses in downtown Independence, and they'll say, "Oh, I think I was kin to your aunt," or "I know your grandma." So I think you'll find somebody in our town that you're kin to.
It's really great to see people there. I mean, people come from all over, and we get to talk, and I like to ask questions, where are you from and how'd you hear about it, stuff like that. We've got the old Mater Della Rosa Catholic Church. We've converted that into a museum, and it's got a lot of the old ancestry pictures and all that kind of stuff in there. And we've got wedding dresses, you name it, we have it there.
My favorite thing will be the Italian folk dancing, and one of the reasons is I grew up, my aunt and uncle were on the first board of the Italian festival, and they did the folk dancing, so I remember that. So that's kind of close to me.
We've got a great fair, and you know, the food is really fantastic. We've got The school, the Catholic school does a spaghetti and meatball. I mean, it is wonderful. The Knights of Columbus, they're involved. We have so many nonprofit organizations that's doing all the cooking, and that's what's so great about this festival. And the food is just wonderful there. We got schools that's doing muffaladas, we got lasagna, we got oysters, you name it, we have it.
We're going to be cooking up in the chef's kitchen in just a little bit, and you're going to see exactly what kind of foods we have. At our festival, you'll get lasagna, you'll get spaghetti, you'll have Italian sausage, you'll have any kind of desserts that you can think of as far as Italian cookies. You'll have spumoni, just so many things that's going to be at our festival that you can try that's going to be authentic foods, and you'll really enjoy it.
Today we're going to make caponata, or capolatina. It's basically an eggplant relish, or some people will call it a salad. And what I'm doing right now is I'm frying the eggplant. We've taken the eggplant, we salted it for an hour, we dried it up, and now we're cooking it in extra virgin olive oil. And then, as much as the water as you take out, there's still that much more water in it. So sometimes it won't brown like I would like it, but as it cooks, it'll start to darken. Now, I pre-cooked some onions and some celery and some garlic, and we're going to throw that in next. We're going to add tomato paste. Good. We're going to put some fresh tomatoes. Now this makes about 2 gallons, so I have 9 ripe tomatoes here, which will give it a nice flavor. We have green olives that we've sliced. We have capers. We have a little bit of sugar. Believe it or not, it's not that sweet. That looks like a lot, but it's not. And we have red wine vinegar. And we'll stir that. Gonna let that mix real well. Now we'll let this cook for a little bit, and then right at the end we'll throw in fresh basil for that little extra there. And we just let this simmer for a little bit, and then what we'll do here is we'll either serve it in the restaurant serve it with Italian bread, or I'll take them and I'll can it. I have some fresh basil. Mix that in. Now I'll let this cook probably for about another 15-20 minutes. So last we're going to add crushed red pepper to it. I like a little bit of spice to it, so mine's a little bit spicier than most. It's not so spicy where you can't eat it though. It gives you a little zing, and that's about it. And then we stir that in. We like it by itself with bread. It goes great, really good with polenta. For those of you who don't know what polenta is, it's basically, for lack of better words, Italian grits. And it can go with, I like it with seafood, especially fish. We just did a wine tasting with all Sicilian wines, and there is a white wine made in Sicily. It's named Donna Fugata, and it goes really well with that. It's a nice, crisp white wine.
Where can people get more information about the festival?
They can go to our website at indiesicilianfest.com. We have a Facebook page, The Independent Sicilian Heritage Festival. Please like our Facebook page. You can get all the information there. We're looking forward to having a great weather. We pray every meeting that God will grant us the prettiest weather that He can possibly give us, because of course our first year we got saturated with rain, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. And we're looking forward to everyone being there, just for all of the people to come together and just see what the little town of Independence has to offer.